So I have to finish my breakfast. Whew. What a day, what a day, what a day this will be. Hello there, Daniken. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Oh, thanks
Don't say it.
for coming. Excuse me.
I'm not saying what you're talking to.
You can't come in here. Stay in here. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Rockford. Are you ready for things? I'm getting there. Today is I'm off work for cook day. Then to the store. Good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, so I won't be streaming tomorrow because of course it's a holiday. But hey, Boo Forest Permaculture, welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to the live stream. Yay! Good morning, and friends. Yes, good old it. Good morning. Are you ready for yes? So I'm getting there. I'll be cooking all day. That's what I do. I have all the time-honored recipes for pies and desserts and other goodies. I'm from Rockford, live in Oregon. Okay, Oregon is beautiful. I plan to get out there one day. I had to move a 37 gallon into the back seat of my Mustang, and I just don't have the will and power. Whoa, 37 gallon. How much does a 37 gallon weigh? Mercy. Whew. Yeah, so I have all the recipes for my family, all the recipes that were passed down from like my grandmother and my mother. So I will be cooking today. 29 long, 29 front footprint, but it's 2 foot high. Wow. 2 feet high, 24 inch. I have deep tanks. So I have a 36 gallon acrylic, but acrylic is so much lighter than glass, so it's not that heavy. But I do have a 29 tall or 30 tall. Some people call it a 30 tall. Um, and it can be it's awkward shaped. But that's what I have my angelfish in. I know it's really early, probably on the East Coast, on the West Coast. So a lot of my West Coast people, a lot of my friends in the Pacific, in Hawaii, are probably not even awake. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning there. But it's nice to be able to talk to some of the people that I usually don't see in my late night, my Thursday. So I normally stream for those of you who are new. I normally stream on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. But with it being a holiday, I decided since I'm home, why not live stream? I'm an old Marine up at crack of dawn. Oh my goodness, bless your heart. I got up pretty early today. I guess my natural clock gets me up early, but I tried to go back to bed, but then I had visions of chicken giblets and green beans dancing in my head. So could not go back to sleep. And once I have like my second or third cup of coffee, I usually know I'm not gonna go back to sleep anyway. So yeah. Good morning, Big Easy. It's not easy being Big Easy. Hey, Candy. Good morning. How are you? I'm sorry. Yes. I was just trying to, when the stream started, I had grabbed just a little bit of a breakfast burrito because I didn't feel like cooking breakfast. Hey, Fishy Biz, what's cracking? Fishy Biz, you called me out on your video, so now I got to do a video. I've been trying. Okay, so Fishy Biz, I've been writing lyrics. I've been writing stuff. Like I'm gonna do this really cool video, and I just ain't there yet. But when it comes, that's gonna be what's up. Just ready to cook. We have our dinner today. Hi, Mark. Oh, okay, Candy. Oh, well, welcome, everybody to the stream. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to remind everybody about a couple of GoFundMe's. Now, this is one for Punchy, and of course, we've got one for you see me typing? We're also trying to continue to support Candy. And then there's another little project that's going to be going on. I've been talking back and forth with Jess Shrimp Granny. I actually sent them. My internet is so slow today. I don't know what the world is going on. Let me see if maybe I have it in my. Nope. Going slow. So Just Shrimp Granny and Chi-Chi's Bubble Nest are going to be doing a rescue, which is so sweet of them. I mean, you know, because of global warming, is that what it is? So now I'm posting the link to Candy's GoFundMe as well. We are continuing to, of course, support. I hope that works. It didn't do a link. Let's try one more time. Continuing to support members of our community because that's what we do. It's early. I already know, Diva. Okay, you already know what's cracking. I'm cracking. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so thank you, Candy. So Just Shrimp Granny and Chi-Chi's Bubble Nest are going to be taking on quite the endeavor of going to rescue some fish from a lady of a certain age who no longer is able to care for them. And so they are looking for and asking for support. And it's, no obligation, of course. And like I always say, no amount is too small, because this person has over 20 tanks. And so they will, hello, Fish Room Fever. And so they will be going. Granny has, Jess has a minivan. And so she saw the video from Shishi's Bubble Nest, and decided to help out, which is just amazing. And so I've given monetarily, and I sent them a bunch of bags, some rubber bands, and a couple other items to kind of help. So if you have it within your I'm lost for words. If you have it within your will to be able to support, we would really appreciate it. This is the type of thing, if I recall, Jess will be driving 8 hours or more to be able to do this. That she has a heart of gold. If you don't follow Jess Shrimp Granny, please check her out. She has a heart of gold. This is not the first time that she has done something amazing. She actually won a pond, um, and actually gave it to another YouTuber, Oddball Aquatics, Haley. Hey, Big J's, welcome. Good morning. I mean, she just has a heart of gold. And so to be able to support that type of, those type of efforts, to me is an honor to be able to give back and to help out. Hey, Zen Ginger, welcome. Good morning. Um, it just, I just can't, I can't do enough. I wish I could do more. However, I think doing this mentioning that those efforts in this live stream will hopefully help somewhat. Um, but I just think that it's amazing what they're doing for this lady, who is a fellow fish keeper, who can no longer. And I would hope that if that was my situation, that I would be able to get help. Like I said, I did do a video about making plans or having things in place in case you can't no longer take care of your fish, and you could check my playlist to see that. But it's something to think about. But I just totally support. Um, Hello, Hans. Welcome. Am I saying that right? Hello. Um, and so I'm just really touched by what they're doing, and just trying to do my best to support. Of course, is at your discretion. There's no obligation, but we just want to make sure that we can support their efforts monetarily. So yeah, so that is that. And as I said, we do have some GoFundMe's going on, in addition to that. So if you are so inclined, please support. Because my big thing is, and you all have, though, that are familiar with me, have heard my discussion about using the term fish fam, which I was, Susan of SLC Aquatics said there's a difference between fish fam and hashtag fish fam. Hey, Sherry's Berries, welcome. Good morning. And so to me, if I'm going to talk about, our community in a certain way, I just have certain expectations. Um, and so I've seen it now in real form. And it really, it touches my heart, especially this time of year. So as whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, which I think that for me, I try to be thankful year round, but this is a time especially to that we can talk about it is I'm thankful that we have such an amazing community of people that are willing to go to great lengths. I mean, driving 8 hours, that's huge. And that's what Jess is going to be doing, 8+ hours to be able to support these efforts. And so I think that's really good morning. Is Brandon here? Good morning, Brandon. How are you? Maple Street Aquatics. How are you? Where's my Jess? Where's my Nessa boo? Is she sleeping in? So yeah, I'm really just excited for them. Very happy that they're making I had ordered at one point. I was going to ship some of my Amica Splendens, but I ended up setting up a separate tank for them. And so I had ordered all these bags, and they were just like sitting in my under my one of my tanks. And I thought, if they're going to be, bagging up fish and everything, why not just send them? I didn't send them all of them. I did hold some of them back because you never know when you might need them. But I sent them that. I gathered up a bunch of rubber bands. Uh, and so I sent that. Mark Big Easy, you sent me heat pack and a couple of bags. I sent those to them as well. So thank you. So you are contributing with, you're contributing because you sent those to me and I re-gifted them to them. So thank you. She's making coffee. Okay, tell her I said hi. So just, um, yeah. Hey, Kaylor, what's up, Bob? Hashtag OG Squad. Yeah, so I'm really excited to be able to support. I mean, things like that make me feel good. I mean, being able just to be a part of it, knowing that I can help out in any way, like I said, monetarily or in other ways, it feels really good. And so I'm thankful that, when we're talking about being thankful, I'm thankful that I just so happen to have the resources or a little something to be able to support them. So that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. I'm a spiritual person, and I pray about it. I've got a prayer list that's thank you, Candy. A prayer list that is pretty long. I pray in my car in the morning on my way to work. I don't turn on no radio or anything, and that's my time with God, my private time. And so I'm definitely that's asked for travel mercies for Shishi and for Jess as they make this trip. And that's also think of that fish keeper because most of us here that keep fish, we know what it's like, how we feel about our fish and the passion that we have. And so just knowing that we can support um, those endeavors or knowing that we can, that this person, has, like I said, 20 some tanks. There is an emotional piece to that. There is emotional attachment to our fish and to our animals. And so just imagine what she may be going through knowing that she can no longer. Hey, good morning, beautiful. How are you? How are you? My Nessa Aquatic Nest Boo. And so, basically, it's like I said, this is a time of Thanksgiving. I'm going to be transparent. I've been going through some personal challenges, but when I said my prayer yesterday morning, I just did a prayer of thanks because I know no matter what I'm going through, that there's millions of people who are possibly going through something a lot worse things than I am. And so I'm thankful that you guys came. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you for coming at an odd time. Like I called it Thursday Thoughts on a Wednesday because I'm not going to be able to I'll be with my family tomorrow. Um, but I'm just thankful for all of you. Those that I know personally, that I'm connected to personally, I thank you for your friendship and your support. Those I don't know, I still thank you for coming, being you obviously subscribing, and I really appreciate that. It means the world to me. The channel is growing. I haven't been able to put out a video. I actually had a video from my unboxing that I think this just disappeared, which my grandkids get on my phone. I don't know if that's why, but it just disappeared. But I had an unboxing of the pea puffers that I got from a um, a company that I'm still not calling their name, but they sent pea puffers to me. It was 48 degrees here at the time, with no heat pack. And I thought they had all died, except for I saw one just kind of happen to just move, or I would have given up on them. And that would have been really sad. Let me make sure I'm looking in the chat. I'm thankful for you. Oh, thank you, Ness. I'm really thankful for you guys. I mean, it just means the world to me that, this time of day on a Wednesday before the holiday that so many people are here. So thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. Hey, Elizabeth. Hello. Good morning. On break at work, I have captions on and watching on the QT. Love you. Oh, hugs to you. Hey, thank you so much. I love my peepovers. Yeah, they are. I have two sets. So the video I was going to post that disappeared was on the ones that I got. I did an unboxing. I don't know what happened to that video. I thought I hit record. Maybe I didn't. I thought it was there, but it just poof disappeared. But I'll do an update on them. And then when I went to my LFS a few weeks ago, um, where they know me by name, the assistant manager called me. Matter of fact, I'm planning on going. They've got 50% off on a lot of stuff. Black Friday. Um, but when I went in, the assistant manager called me by my government name and not Madfish Diva. Um, Let me see. Hey, Anthony's fishy friends. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'll be lurking while I'm driving into work. Okay, be careful out there, Anthony. Um, and so, okay, I got sidetracked. So I went in, and so they know I have puffers because I get my black worms from them. And so the one young lady, she was like, "Are you still looking for puffers?" Because I had talked to them about getting them before I ordered the ones that came in. Like, wait a minute, somebody called it fish sticks. Who was that called their fish sticks? Oh, it was Cam. Learning to keep fish. Cam. He said one of his fish jumped out and became a fish stick because it was cold. But anyway, so when I received them, before I received them, I always talk to my LFS before I order fish online to see if they could get something in. And they had really told me that they couldn't get any right now for whatever reason. And so I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. And so they told me they had they called it what did they call him? A chunky monkey male puffer, because they knew I was looking for males because I had 3 females already and I'd love to be able to breed them. We'll see how that works out. Um, and so I did get another male puffer that's going in with the adult puffers and not the little ones. The little ones are just teeny tiny babies, but they're getting fat. I'm fattening them up. And who knows if that tank grows, in well enough, which it is, slowly but surely. That's one thing about keeping plants. You have to be patient. Then I might put them all together. I might not. But the other ones are still in quarantine. He was in quarantine for a little while in a breeder box. And then, so I call him Butterbean, but they were calling him Chunky Monkey. And I know I'm rambling a little bit. I'm spoiled living here in Portland. I know because you got the wet spot. Chuckle, chuckle. You are very spoiled, Danikin. And so he was in quarantine. I only kept him in quarantine for about a week just so I could observe him and everything. And then I did put him in with the girls. He was a little aggressive, of course, but the three girls, which I named Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod before I even realized if they were boys or girls. Um, yeah, so he's in there with them, and they're keeping him in check, so he's good. Um, yeah, I want to go there too, Candy. I'd love to go to the wet spot. I think Lucas Brett's LRB Aquatics just did a video on the wet spot. I'm sorry, every time I say that, I want to chuckle. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know if when they, but I think it's kind of anyway. So yeah, me too. Yeah, no, it's like I can't help it. It's an adult. I know things. I'm an adult. It's okay. Yeah, but I'm in LA now. Can get just about anything. Oh, well, that's cool, Big J. Got myself worked up enough to do the tank easier than bringing it up from the basement. Okay. So anyway, so now we have the other pea puffers. So I'm going to do a video. Well, already started it on. I call him Butterbean. On Butterbean because he is a little chunky monkey. He's fat. He's older. I know he's a male because he has the markings on his belly, the line. So the females have the white belly, and then the males have like the line, and then they're kind of yellow at the bottom, but their markings are different, so you can sex the pea puffers. So maybe, who knows? And then of course I have the Gastromyzon punctualis, which are doing really good in their quarantine tank. They are kind of eating the algae wafers, kind of not, but as you all know from the video, I just took, hey, ASAP Fishing, welcome. I took a bunch of rocks that had algae on them out of my 55 where the hill stream loaches are and put them in that tank to kind of jumpstart the algae so they have plenty to eat, which is, yeah. So if you ever, um, for whatever reason, want to get some type of, these are Borneo suckers, their common name, but their scientific name is Gastromyzon punctualis. Um, that's a good way to do it, to take some hardscape or whatever that's already in another established tank and put it in a new tank. So the quarantine tank, excuse me, the quarantine tank, I started up with a already seasoned sponge filter, but it has two sponge filters in it. It's got one that's rated for like a 10-gallon, which is in a 10-gallon tank. And then it has another one that's rated for like a 20-gallon tank. So that was plenty of filtration. I use older, already established gravel. I had a piece of driftwood in there, but they didn't seem to care for that driftwood. So I took it out. And I also put, because it was a big piece of Malaysian driftwood from my betta tank, rest in peace, Esmeralda. And so the tank was, I don't know, like using the word instantly cycled, but it was cycled enough to jumpstart the cycle to the point where I could add fish pretty much immediately. So that's what's in there. I'm still trying to watch the chat because I can't see it over here because something's wrong with my settings. But anyway, and so yeah, so what that is, um, that's my latest project. I'm hoping to get them to breed only because I heard they're hard to breed. So, and the place I got them from, which is Aquatic Arts, is having a Black Friday sale. So I plan on getting some more because I feel like the more I have, the more likelihood. I don't know how to sex them. There's probably some information out there on sexing them. My Loach books don't really talk about it. But I will, you know, I could possibly maybe sex them. I know that the little bit I did read, Puffer Power to you, Diva. Thank you. Okay, Big Easy. Um, so hopefully if I get a few more, maybe three more, I've got six. So if I have nine, hopefully, and I do know that one thing I've kind of picked up on with fish is, especially I've seen this at my LFS, is for some reason when this is not 100%, but for some reason, oftentimes they'll send only one sex of a particular fish. Um, Sometimes they send all males, sometimes they send all females. Oftentimes they send more males than females, and I don't know if that's because they're holding back their breeders or whatever. So I'm hoping that if I get another batch, that it will have some diversity as far as the gender of the fish. That's the thought. And so another thing that I've picked up on is I have been kind of watching videos about their natural habitat. The one thing that I have picked on is their natural habitat has like smaller rocks, bigger than gravel, maybe about this size, maybe an inch in diameter or a little bit larger, and then big boulders. So my plan is to have a scape that kind of mimics that. They do like to hide. The tank that they're in now has, if you go back and watch that video, has bigger flat rocks. The flat rocks, of course, is so it can generate algae and oswish, which are the microorganisms that live in the algae. And so I'm hoping, hey, Wide World Tropicals, welcome to the stream. Got to get into work. Hope y'all have a good stream. Thank you, Anthony's. I really appreciate you stopping by. Happy Thanksgiving, safe travels. Have a good one. Oh yeah. And so yeah, so I'm hoping if I can mimic that if they feel comfortable enough, that they'll start breeding. And wouldn't that be cool to have them breed? Now there may be some breeders out there that are breeding them. Aquatic Art usually says that their fish are tank bred. I don't remember seeing that when I bought them. They could very well be tank bred, or they may very well be imports. But I'm hoping if I could mimic their natural habitat, they may feel comfortable. My only challenge is I would really rather have them in maybe an acrylic tank, only because I know that 10 gallons not going to be able to support that much rock. And I do know that you can put the egg crate on the bottom to kind of help distribute some of the weight. So I might want to get like a 20 breeder, but that's still a lot of rock, which I have after getting, how many pounds did I buy at the Rock Yard? Was it 86 pounds? I guess you could look at that video, remember how many pounds of rock I bought. A lot. Which are still in the back of my car. I need to have them moved. So yeah, hashtag breeding is pleasure. Yes, it is. It gives me great joy, especially on something that's supposedly rarely bred in aquaria. So I'm hoping that if I have I'm not worried about plants in that tank. I think a strong light is important. The tank right now is in my pantry, and it is getting direct sunlight. And the reason why I wanted to get direct sunlight is because I wanted to grow algae for them. But they are kind of taken to algae wafers. I'm trying a couple of different types. So hopefully, if they're eating well, if they have lots of cover. Another thing is, and you all know how I feel about this because I've talked about it ad nauseum, as they say, is the requirement for high flow. Now, high flow can be looked at as a lot of different things. My idea of high flow is not a power head. It is lots of surface agitation. And with the two sponge filters, there is a lot of surface agitation, which means that there's the exchange of gases and that the water is highly oxygenated. The tank is running at about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is, thank you, Candy, the fundraiser to raise money for Shishi and Jess from Granny. If you're just joining us, or going to do a fish rescue for a lady who could no longer take care of her possibly 20 tanks. So that's what that fundraiser's for. So if you're so inclined, please give. Every little bit helps. No amount is too small. And so, hey, Amateur Aquatics, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. And so, yeah, so that is the plan. That's my new project, is trying to get the Gastromyzon punctualis, or common name Borneo suckers, to breed. If I could make that happen, that would make my fishy little heart really, really sing. Because, like Bob Kaler put in the chat, hashtag breeding is pleasure. It does. I mean, it's and the irony of all this is, of course, I got my hill streams to breed, which I figured they are seasonal breeders because I don't see a lot of breeding activity this time of year. It's usually in the spring through the summer. Is that I started out with 7 Hillstream loaches. Well, I started out with 9, lost 2, now have 7 adults. There are 28 plus Hillstreams in that tank. They bred for me, and so that was quite the accomplishment for me. From what I understand, there's some larger YouTubes who are following my journey with breeding those Hillstreams. There was someone who was a master breeder, who reached out to me and asked me about them, about their growth rate. So that it's not just about keeping fish for me. It's about breeding them. It's about creating habitats, or what they call biotopes. Um, I mean, that's what drives me in my hobby. Other things drive other people, and that's fine. It's a personal choice, but that's what drives me in the hobby, is the ability to be able to keep and breed certain fish, especially once someone has kind of told me that they're more difficult to breed. And so the pea puffer breeding project, which I got Butterbean for that, and then the Gastromyzon. So I'm looking. Hello, Tavans, World of Reptiles. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your Wednesday afternoon, almost afternoon. It's still morning here in the East. It's early morning out West. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Hey, Dorcas World. Thank you for coming. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Jesse. Wow, morning. Just woke up. Yeah, so Jesse is 5 hours ahead of us. So that means Okay. 6 a.m. in Hawaii. Aloha. Aloha, Jesse. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so yeah, it's really exciting. Exciting time for me in the hobby to be able to keep my fish. It with everything else that's going on. I changed jobs. There was some other personal stuff that was going on. My fish keep me going. They keep me motivated. They impact my stress level. They, you know, they're just everything to me. So I really, like I said, when we talk about what Jess and what Shishi are doing, helping this person with their fish, please understand that that person, bless her heart, um, will probably be having some type of emotional feelings as well. So we're going to keep her in our thoughts and prayers and send warm wishes to her as well. But it's such a blessing that there's somebody in the community willing to take this on. That is not 20 tanks is not a small feat. I have 10 tanks and I know that work that it goes into just maintaining them. Imagine 20 tanks, up to 20 tanks, and trying to get those fish moved. So we are pleased, send them, if nothing else, go to their pages, wish them well. Like I said, there's a PayPal that Candy is posting that's going to support those efforts. We really appreciate it. Like I said, no amount is too small. We appreciate it. So just keep that in mind. One love, Dorca. Thank you, Dorca. Are you leaving? Let me go prepare my dinner. I will let you know when I'm singing out. Okay. All right. I'll be looking for it. Larry. Hey, Larry D. Fish and Things. Larry and Big Easy went to OCA last week. I'm so jelly because I was supposed to go, but I was at a funeral. I was thinking about you guys as I was in the car because I saw some pictures from Mark. I hope you guys had a great time. I'm so glad you were able to connect. That's really cool. Yeah, so who are you talking about? Let me see. Who am I talking about? Candy, I just supported your channel. Am I missing something? Big J just supported your channel. Oh, okay. So thank you everybody for coming. Let's see, we're about 43 minutes in. If anybody has any questions or any other announcements. Aquarium Cup, what's up? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's out there. Then again, everyone is probably defrosting their junk. I love my diva. Love you too, Cop. Where's Bunny at? Where's our Bunny Boo? Tell Bunny happy Thanksgiving. Love you guys. Have fun and be safe out there. Yeah, so we have just been really so. What am I cooking? So this year, I will be cooking macaroni and cheese, 5 cheese macaroni and cheese. I will be doing my personal dressing recipe, which is what I call semi homemade. I will be doing Kentucky Wonder green beans with Cajun pork. Sorry for all you non pork people. I will be making 4 sweet potato pies and a pound cake. But I'm thinking about, so if one of my favorite people is lurking, Eric B. I will not be making a 5 layer German chocolate cake this year. Oh my God, he gave me, hey Maria, welcome. Oh my God, they gave me the business about that 5 layer German chocolate cake. So Eric B, if you're watching this, if you're lurking, which I know you do sometimes, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And that was for you. Maybe that might bring you out the bushes. Maybe not. But if you're watching the replay, I'm thinking about you, Eric B, and we miss you. Let me see what else. Oh, and I'm making rolls. I'm not doing homemade though, but I am making rolls. Hey, Father Fish. Oh my God. So, okay, of course, I want you all to subscribe to all of the channels that are here, but you got to check out Father Fish. Father Fish has this dirted tank recipe that is, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, so check him out. Please support. Father Fish is awesome. Father Fish, I hope you don't mind, but I know you're part of our OG squad, hashtag OG squad. Amazing fish keeper. Check him out. And check out, I am very happy to meet your friends. Thank you so much for coming. I so appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Oh my God, is the bomb. Yes, he is. I think Lucas, yes, so Lucas talked about Father Fish in one of his videos, and that's how I found him. And then I just so happened to watch one of him putting together this amazing recipe for dirty tanks. So those of you who think that you want to do a dirty tank, I mean, we all know about that other, I'm gonna just say it, I could call his name Dustin, who raves about dirty tank. But Father Fish takes the dirty tank to a whole other level. So please, he has a great store. Okay, so let me put that on my list. Check out Father Fish's store. Okay. I know he's got some amazing tanks. So please subscribe, has been a real blessing for. Well, great. That's what we want to do, and I hope that the people that are here in our chat will check you out too, Father Fish, because I love your videos. I love your style and your spirit, and I'm sure we're going to learn a whole lot from you. And so I'm so glad I found you. Um, and thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And like I said earlier, when people talk about being thankful, um, to be honest, we often are hundreds of miles, thousands of miles away, but because of this platform, we're able to come together and get together and make friends and learn together and educate each other. And so I have learned so much from so many of you, and I thank you for that. I thank you for lifting me up. I mean, when I do my Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern streams, people come in, and no matter what kind of day I'm having, it always just gives me life. When people use that term, give me life, you guys give me life, and I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. I mean, some of us have connected even on a personal level. We send each other things, we get things from each other, we trade off, we do all that, and I know I still owe somebody in the chat something, and when the weather warms up. However, I owe a couple of people something. But anyway, please charge it to my head and not my heart, because my heart is in the right place. We've been posting things for the GoFundMe's. Um, if any of my mods can post, I'm going to post the one because she's so humble that she's not going to post it, but she will post the one for um, 54 Punchy. I'm going to post the link for our dear Candy, our super moderator who's always giving, always supporting, always working hard in people's chats. She's working here in my chat, and I appreciate you so much, Candy. You mean the world to me, and thank you so much for all that you do for our community. Um, and definitely 54 Punchy. If you go to the GoFundMe, you can read about her story. And of course, we've been posting links to support Just Shrimp Granny and Shishi's Bubble Nest. Love you, lady, more than you could know. I love you too, Candy. I really do. And I don't use that word lightly. I really do. I appreciate you so much. And of course, like I was saying, Shishi's Bubble Nest and Just Shrimp Granny are going to be going on a humanitarian mission to support a lady who can no longer take care of her fish. So we're doing the PayPal fundraiser. So if you have a couple of dollars, you know, one less latte, one less whatever, um, please support. I mean, they are really going above and beyond to support this lady. And that means a lot to me. And that's why I have given. That's why I have sent them things. If you have bags, if you have heat packs or something just laying around that you know you're not going to use, reach out to them on Facebook. Um, I know that Jess told me they're going to believe in Sunday, so may not be that much time to send them things, but a monetary gift they will get immediately. So keep that in mind. But we really want to, the Ladies of Fish Fam, hold it all together. Thank you, Jesse. And so, yeah, so I appreciate you all. We've been here about an hour. We've got 17 on and 12 likes. Please hit that like button. If you're new here and you're not a sub, please subscribe. I try to put out content weekly. Sometimes I can't. I live stream at least once a week, usually on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. Please come and join us. We always have a great time, a lot of great fellowship and camaraderie, um, joking, depending on who's in the screen. Hey, Aunt Cece's Kitchen. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. I hope I haven't missed anyone like duct tape. Elizabeth, zip ties. Yep. Oh my God. Yeah. Where is tape, ladies? Oh my goodness, duct tape on fix everything. Yes, it does. That and what is that other one called? There's another one that my husband uses, a Gorilla Tape or something. Yeah, she's sleeping probably, Jess. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming. Safe if you celebrate the holiday, have an amazing Thanksgiving. Like I said, we are all thankful. I am thankful every day um, for so many things. There's too many to mention, but definitely for you. I appreciate you guys. You mean the world to me. Thank you for your constant support and keeping me uplifted, being the wind beneath my wings to get poetic, because I really appreciate it. Safe travels if you're traveling to and fro. Happy cooking. Cooking gives me joy. That's why I do it. I don't do it just because it's a necessity. I enjoy it immensely. I have all my little ones here tonight. They'll be driving me crazy. We'll wake up tomorrow and do a time honored tradition that I've been doing since I can remember, at least 40 plus years, is getting up and watching the Thanksgiving parade tomorrow. Um, Have a great day, everyone. Have tanks to clean. It never ends. Yes, it never ends. It never ends. I don't have to do my water changes until Saturday, but yep. So thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful day. Like I said, if you're traveling, be safe out there. Continued blessing to you and your family. And as always, keep it splashy, not trashy. Diva out.